Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to see about agriculture policy in India. Yesterday we saw about purchasing power. Let me see. The new agriculture policy was introduced by the central government in 2018. According to what base? Means to export of agriculture goods. That is the main motive of central government's aim to introduce the agriculture policy. So already we know that our father of our nation told that agriculture is the backbone of our country. Agriculture is the backbone of economic. So I means nearly 75% of people depending upon agriculture. So only he told that means Mahatma Gandhi told that agriculture is the backbone of our country. So to improve the agriculture, so our central government implemented the new agriculture scheme in 2018 to export agriculture goods to the foreign countries. For that purpose, it was introduced. So this policy tells, that means states means tells that the government has decided to remove export restrictions on most organic and processed agriculture goods. So what is the main aim to introduce the new agriculture policy by the central government means? So one is export restrictions. So restrictions means the food is prepared without the use of chemical fertilizers. Without using the chemical fertilizers, the food is prepared. That is organic materials and processed. Processed means அடைக்கப்பட்ட பொருட்கள். ஸோ அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் பொருட்கள் அடைக்கப்பட்ட டப்பாக்களில் வந்து பார்த்தோன்னா ஏற்றுமதி பண்ணுறது. தட் இஸ் கால்டு ப்ராசஸ்டு அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ். ஃபார் திஸ் restrictions was removed by the central government, like taxes. These and all removed by the central government. So only the agriculture policy was implemented by the central government. So export means there is two components of trade. One is export and import. So export means the goods is sold to the foreign country. So import means the goods are purchasing from the foreign country. That is the difference between export and import. Next, agriculture policy of a country is mostly designed by the government for raising agriculture production and productivity, and also for raising the level of income and standard of living of farmers within a definite time frame. So what is the meaning means? What is the main motive of agriculture policy means? One is to increase the agriculture production and the productivity and raising the level of income of the farmers. That is the main aim. And standard of living standard of farmers. That is the main aim of agriculture policy. So within a definite time frame, that means within a 10 years or 20 years, we have to make these objectives better. So that is the main motive of new agriculture policy theme. Next, this policy is formulated. So formulated means created. Why this policy created means to all round and comprehensive development of the agriculture sector. We have to develop all round development of agriculture sector and comprehensive development. So comprehensive means totally, otherwise a complete development in the agriculture sector. That is the main motive of agriculture policy of central government. The following are some of the important objectives of India's agriculture policy. So what are the main aim, otherwise objectives of India's agriculture policy? Let me see. The first one is raising the productivity of inputs. So productivity means production. To increase the production, we have to implement a lot of the capital, that means inputs. So what are the inputs we have to implement for the raising of productivity? Let me see. So one of the important objectives of India's agriculture policy is to improve the productivity of inputs to purchased like HYV, seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation projects, etc. For increasing productivity, so what are the inputs we have to use in the agriculture sector means? One is we have to purchase HYV, that means high yielding variety seeds, that we have to purchase, then only the productivity will be increased. Next, fertilizers we have to use, and pesticides we have to use, and irrigation we have to use. So these are the things we have to purchase, then only the productivity will be rise. Next, the second objective is raising value added per hectare. Per hectare, so how much production we have to give. So that is the meaning of value added per hectare. So per hectare, so how much yielding we have to, otherwise how much output we have to give to the people. So that is a rising value added per hectare. So agricultural policy is to increase per hectare value added by raising the productivity of agriculture in general and the productivity of small and marginal holding in particular. So that means to increase per hectare, so how much quantity of goods we will produce, that we have to increase, that is a productivity will be increased, and in general, and the productivity of small farmers income will be rising, and marginal holding landholders incomes will be rising, otherwise productivity will be increasing. So that is the main objective. Next, the third one is so protecting the interest of poor farmers. So protecting, we have to save the interest of poor farmers. So how to protect the interest of poor farmers, let me see. So agriculture policy is proposed, so it is proposed, put forward to protect the interest of poor and marginal farmers by abolishing intermediaries through land reforms, expanding institutional credit support to poor farmers, etc. So protecting the interest of poor farmers, what are the theme of this paragraph means, to protect the interest of poor, that is the main theme, and marginal farmers interest we have to protect, and we have to abolish, destroy intermediaries. So intermediaries, that means இடைத்தரகர்களை வந்து அவாய்ட் பண்ணும் through land farms. At what basis it was a destroying means through land reforms. Next, expanding institutional credit support. So expanding means to give lot of amount to the farmers to improve the living conditions, particularly which farmers means poor farmers, etc. So these and all we give to the farmers. Poor farmers means completely we can protect the interest of poor farmers. Next, modernizing agriculture sector. Modernizing means so introduce the new machines in the agriculture sector, then only we can improve the productivity, that means the production will be increased in the agriculture sector. Let me see here the policy support. Which policy? New agriculture policy support includes the introduction of modern technology in agriculture operation and application of improved agriculture inputs like HYV seeds, fertilizers, etc. So to increase the productivity, otherwise production in the agriculture sector means we have to apply, we have to implement the HYV seeds. Already we discussed the first objective. HYV means high yielding variety seeds. High yielding variety seeds means we can use that means hybrid seeds, nothing but HYV seeds means hybrid seeds. We use the hybrid seeds in the agriculture seed means the production will be high. That and all we have to purchase and implement in the agriculture. That means farmers want to buy the HYV seeds, then the productivity will be increased. Next, fertilizers. The farmers has to introduce the fertilizers and pesticides. This and all the farmers will use it in the agriculture sector means so approximately, otherwise 100% the agriculture sector will be give lot of income to the farmers. Next, environmental degradation. So environmental, already we know that surrounding places are called environment. So degradation, the conditions of the environment, we have to protect the conditions of the environment. That is the main motive of new agriculture policy. So what it tells, let me see. So agriculture policy of India has set another objective. So what is another objective means to check environmental degradation, whether the environment is destroying or not. So that also we have to consider, that also the central government has considered to implement the agriculture policy in our country. So in natural base of Indian agriculture, so in the natural base, so whether the environment in natural condition or it is changed in the artificial condition, that also the government has to look after, then only the agriculture policy was implemented. So these are the objectives of new agriculture policy of our country 2018. So what is the last objective of new agriculture policy. Let me see. So removing bureaucratic obstacles. So what is meant by bureaucratic? So relating to the business of running an government or authority. So obstacles means a thing that blocks one's way. So obstacles means what we tell in Tamil means தடை. அப்போ அதிகாரத்துக்கு தடை போகிறது. So that is removing bureaucratic obstacles. The policy has set another objective to remove bureaucratic obstacles of the farmers, cooperative societies and self-help institutions so that they can work independently. Suppose a farmers want to get the credit from the government, otherwise cooperative societies means there will be a lot of powers was used by the cooperative managers or officers. So that powers will be reducing through this policy, new agriculture policy, that it tells in the removing bureaucratic obstacles. So cooperative societies and self-help institutions so these powers and all we can reduce means cooperative societies, that is managers or some other officers powers will be reducing means nearly all the farmers can get the credit from the cooperative societies and self-help institutions. So that what happens means automatically the income of the farmers will be rising and the productivity of the agriculture goods was rising in our country. So that is the main aim of agriculture policy introduced by the central government in 2018. I think all of you clear about agriculture policy in India. So this is the 5 mark. So okay, next we move to multi-dimensional nature of poverty. So multi-dimensional means so lot of things. What are the பரிமாணத்தின் இயல்பு அப்படின்னு கூட சொல்லலாம். ஸோ மல்டி டைமென்ஷன் நேச்சர் ஆஃப் பாவர்ட்டி, ஹவு த பாவர்ட்டி people become poverty. So let me see. The multi-dimensional poverty index, that is MPI, was launched by who launched this multi-dimensional nature of poverty means UNDP, that means United Nations Development Program only implemented MPI, and the Oxford Poverty Human Development Initiatives OPHI in 2010. So in the 2010 only, so how the people become poverty, not only in India, in the world people how they are going to become poverty. So this was introduced by, so one is UNDP, another one is called OPHI in 2010. The basic philosophy and significance means importance of MPI is that it is based on the idea that poverty is not unidimensional and that it is rather multidimensional. So one people, that means one area people, otherwise one country people become poverty means it is not unidimensional, that is a single, it is not a single reason, it is a multi-dimensional, it is a multi-reason, lot of reasons there is to become the poverty of the people. If the people become poverty in a country means it is not a single reason, there will be the lot of reason, there is a multi-dimensional, there is a meaning. So okay, multi-dimensional poverty is made up of several factors. So what are the factors that decided to make the multi-dimensional poverty? Let me see. That constitute means tells poor people's experience of a deprivation such as health condition. So what is the several sectors that is affecting become the poverty means one is health condition become very poor, and education become very poor, and living standards, otherwise living standard of the people will be very poor, and the income is very low to the people, and the disempowerment will be low, and the quality of work is low, and threat from violence. So these are the factors that is deciding to become the poverty of the people. That means the people become going to poverty means these are the factors. So these are the factors will be deciding, so only the people become the poverty. So this much today enough, students. So tomorrow we are going to discuss about multidimensional poverty index 2018 report in Tamil Nadu. So 2018, Tamil Nadu people become poverty. So what are the factors that decided the Tamil Nadu people become a poverty? So let me see in the next class. Thank you. Take care.